Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage. About 4. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Oh, what? Hey. Oh.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running left, it's Barkley, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
You see that?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got this complete to Williams. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
1st down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray completes it to Fant on the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Swim. Green.
Here's Murray. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. Saquon Barkley. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, 61 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Room here to run. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Omaha. Hey.
Murray now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Murray, they'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Hall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One more time with Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Touchdown, Bengals. Darnell Mooney. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 31, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Ball again on 2nd down. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Murray and company going for it on fourth. This is the tight end Fant, and he goes out right around the 39. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll run it again with Barkley.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. First down, Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Murray going to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Murray's got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
A give running right is Hall. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Murray off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's one.
To throw, it's Murray. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Come on.
Here's Murray. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, that's caught over the middle by Fant. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, 48 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jamison Williams making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Breece Hall making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here we go now as they will again try for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flush to his right. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.